Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Alice and I normally do videos about sustainable living, minimalism and zero waste, but in today's video I want to have a little bit of a chat with you guys to address some of the changes that I've done to this channel in the last few months and to address the fact that I opened a second channel and explain why. So if you have been here for a while, first of all, thank you so much. I'm so happy to see you back. And this might explain you some of the changes that you might have seen in the channel. And if you're new here, thank you for being here. I hope you want to come back. This might also work as a little bit of an introduction of myself and my channel. So to give you a little bit of a background, because I think it's useful to understand the evolution of the channel, I started this channel I think a year and a half ago at this point, with a focus on sustainable fashion and specifically on how I was trying to combine my love for fashion and for some designer items with an effort to be more sustainable. And that made sense at the time because my sustainability journey really started with my own wardrobe. The problem is that it didn't stop there, it really escalated to any other aspect of my life, which is something that I absolutely love, and my content really also started to develop naturally and to become much more about sustainable living in general and how I was trying to be more sustainable but in a reasonable way that made sense with my lifestyle, that made sense with the fact that I am living with someone who's not as invested in zero waste and minimalism as I am, which is perfectly fine, and in a more affordable way. So that was what I really become passionate about. I love learning more about sustainability. I love learning more how I can improve myself, and I really love to share that with you guys. And I will be honest, I really don't think that I have anything to teach anyone, but when I become very excited about something new that I discovered, I love to talk about it with someone. So I love to talk about this with you. The whole reason why I am doing this channel is because I love sharing stuff that I'm excited about with other people that might be as excited as I am. So the problem is that I noticed that my old content, especially the one about luxury, was really starting to conflict with my new idea about this channel. And that's first of all for a very practical reason. People didn't really understand what this channel was about. I mean, that still made sense in my mind because that's still a part of my life and I still do that only sustainably. I still do that only secondhand basically. But I do understand that not for everyone talking about zero waste and luxury bag still makes sense. So that was one first reason that I see that was really being confusing for people, and it was really starting to distract from my main message, what I really wanted to talk about. The second reason is a little bit more ethical, and that's actually the thing that bothered me the most and the main reason why I decided to eventually take down those videos, is that I didn't want to give the idea that I think you have to have expensive things to be sustainable or to be fashionable, because I really don't think that. First of all, I know that not everyone can or is willing to spend that much money on fashion, and that's honestly perfectly fine. I totally understand that. I mean, I just do it because this is really something I absolutely love and has a meaning for me, and because I can do that. I'm perfectly aware of that. But I didn't want that to be like at the front of my channel and giving the idea that that's everything is about, and that if you can't or don't want to spend money on those things that you can't be on my channel. That's really not what I wanted. Also, I don't think that you need to have a lot of money to be zero waste. Honestly, I hate the fact that the whole zero waste movement became more about what you have to buy than what you have to do, because honestly, the majority of the things that you can do to really be sustainable and the most effective things is don't take any money. It's really just using what you already have as much as you can and then some. That's what should all be about. So I really didn't want to add too much more content about buying stuff, and that's why I decided to move those videos. The problem is that then I kind of realized that if I was just shutting down those videos as I did at the beginning, then I risked to give the wrong idea again, because I didn't want people to think that I was trying to hide a certain part of my life to fit into the more like classical zero waste kind of idea, because that's absolutely not the case. And also you will see those items pop up at some point in my videos, because those are all things that I love and use. I wouldn't have them if I wouldn't use them, so I mean, there's no point to hide them. So I decided to move those videos into a different channel that was still related, with the idea that people can see the link, people can see that I also have an interest in that, and that I still try to do that sustainably, but that is not the main focus of my channel. That is not my main passion, the main thing I want to talk about. And that's really why I decided to do that in the first place. Now, I also think that that channel might become interesting, in the sense that if you are here, chances are that you might already be interested in sustainability, and you're probably already sustainable in many ways, probably more than I am. But if I talk about sustainability related to a topic that is not always immediately connected with sustainability, or at least is not a link that people immediately do, I might have the chance to hook people that didn't think at those topics at the very beginning. And I say that because that's how it worked for me. I did have a very interest in fashion, and while learning about fashion, I learned what fashion actually really entailed in terms of labor standard and environment standards. So that's what really brought me to a more sustainable fashion kind of landscape, and that, as I said, escalated in everything else. I honestly don't really know yet. I don't know what I will want to do with that channel. At the moment, I just moved there my old content and that was about it. I think I will probably try to do a couple of videos in the next months, see how they goes, and decide from there. Because as I said, that will only be like my kind of second channel, but it's not my main interest in this, not my main passion anymore. This will always be my main channel. So again, don't really know what will happen with that channel, but I really just wanted to address the fact that it exists and why. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you appreciated this video, and until next time, bye.